Hello, this is my assessment for binary heaps. We're going to start with the first section, heap insertion. Consider a min heap with 8 elements. After calling add 0, what values are in the min heap? We're going to take a page from Finding Nemo, and we're just going to keep swimming. We're going to add 0 as a leaf to 4, and then we're going to swim. So we're going to flip 0 and 4, drop 4 down, swim 0 up. We're going to do the same with 2, drop 2 down, swim 0 up. And then we're going to do the same with 1, drop 1 down, swim 0 up. And so the heap that we end up with looks like this. The answers that I got were 0 is in node A, 3 is in node B, 2 is in node C, and 4 is in node D. Next is heap removal. Consider the same original min heap with 8 elements. After calling remove min 3 times, what values are in the min heap? Our first remove min is going to have us take the smallest value of 1, and we're going to switch it with 6 so that we're able to prune it. Now 6 is at the top. We're going to sync it by switching it with its smaller child 2. So we're going to push 2 up and sync 6 down. And then after that, we're going to do the same thing with 4. So we're going to raise 4 up and push 6 down. And then again, the second time, we're going to repeat the process, but with 2. So 2 is at the top. We're going to switch it with 8. And then we're going to swap places between 8 and 3 after we prune 2. And we're going to sync 8 again, swap it with 8 and 7. And then we're going to do the same thing one more time. We're going to take 3 and replace it with 8. This time we're going to switch 8 and 4 instead, because they're just the smallest value. And we're going to switch 8 and 5, or sync 8 down through 5, because 5 is the smaller of its children. The final thing is going to look like this. My answers are 5 is going to be in node B, 7 is going to be in node C, 6 is going to be in node D, and 8 is going to be in node E. And here's a bit about hashing. So forgive me if I read a little bit from the screen. Why does map.size return 4? Because there's only 4 elements in the map. At some point in the program, the first value that was put into the bucket index 1 was overwritten. So even though there were 5 put calls, there's only 4 elements that are in the map. As for what happens each time put is called, the hash code of the key is going to be calculated, and the bucket index is determined by taking the modulus of the map array length, or basically key mod map array length, and then the key value and value pair are going to be put in at that index. On lines 24 and 25, we're going to put information into bucket 1 as Jeter and Diana. Putting it in bucket 1 because Jeter is 5 characters long, as is Diana. The length of the map array is 4, so 5 mod 4 is 1. 27 and 29, we're going to rename A as Jeter, and now we're going to populate bucket 2 because Jeter is 10 characters long and the length of the map array is not changed. 10 mod 4 is 2, and we're going to give it a value of 3. B has not yet been renamed, so we're going to rewrite the values in bucket 1 from 2 to 4. It's still named Diana. And then in 31 and 32, we're going to rename Diana as Diana, and we're going to make the value at that index 2 B5. So sorry, I misread that. Index index 2, we are going to make the value of Diana 5. Why does map get and Jeter return null? Because Jeter doesn't exist in the map anymore. On line 27, the name was overwritten to be Jeter Jeter. The value 1 still exists in the space that was created, but it isn't retrievable by its original name. Why does map.get Jeter Jeter return 3? Because Jeter Jeter has a hash code of 2, so 2 is going to be indexed when it's searched, and it was added with a value 3 on line 28.